Hey there, fellow fresh recruits. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 33, Wardening Paid Off. We now have the ability to get the order roll, which is the morale guide for the Stalwarts, as they have 3 members each. The other thing I'm going to need to do at some point is to give Ray some sort of, like, brawler weapon. So I'm not really sure what I maybe a club for now, because I don't have the materials to make a good smithy or anything like that. So I'm just gonna have a jade club be crafted by Zeusin. Yeah. Definitely nice to have more brawlers. I wish I had shield belt tech. That would make a huge difference. And as far as the wood fire dart goes, let's see. Up to 4 days. Okay. We're still, like, struggling to keep up with fuel demands for it. But I do think we're making headway. Ray now has normal scheduling, just like everyone else. And let's also do assignments. I forgot about that. So, done. Alright, Zeusin. Let's have you work on the heater then. Pierogi was taking a minute. And then on the cables. It's not much of a bedroom, but it's the best I can do for now in a pinch. Rough timer, 1 more minute left. And once I start to see the bugs and the zone around here get cleaned up, I'll work towards steel again. So in terms of the destroyed walls and structures, the southern half of this wall segment is repaired. The northern half is repaired as well, other than the heater that is missing. And then the power switches that got destroyed. Alright, question for you. Who should be elected orator? And only Stalwarts should vote in this, because it's a Stalwart-specific poll. So it could be... The order roll, as a reminder, is the moral guide roll, which generally speaking is high social need. The issue that we have now is that those that are eligible... Oh, Cardinal just won. I'll re-roll that in just a second. Those that are eligible do not have necessarily good social skills. So Zeusin's at a 4, Cardinal's at a 4, and the raffled off pawn is unable So, Madsen, you are the new guy. Congrats. So here's the question. Who becomes the Order? Zeusin, Cardinal, or Madsen? And again, only Stalwarts should be voting in this. It's not for pilgrims to say. They have no say. So we've got the insect jelly that's up here. This is all like inside. It's enclosed, so it's not going to spoil as a result. So there's not really an urgency as to clean that stuff up and put it into stockpiles, which is good. Scorpio and Quantum, thanks for the gifted subs. Cheers. Imagine for the resub. Ooh, we got a 2-deep infestation. All right. Ah, buggy. Unfortunately, I don't have the Jade Club yet. Oh, come on, hit the... You're killing me! Hit the bugs. Well, that legendary bed might not be an issue for very long. We'll see. I think it's about to go pop. Madsen, you can relax on this one. I don't think you're going to be able to get in position. Oh no, they changed targets. Touché. There goes the heater. I think someone shot it for its killing blow, damaging blow. Alright, fish pick. You're going to be patched up by Madsen. Probably ineptly, but that's okay. And we're going to want to get the heater back up ASAP. So Zeusin, you're going to be responsible for that, because otherwise this bedroom is going to be a mite bit horrible. One of the problems of sleeping in a deep drill room is, well, this can happen. Okay, it seems to me like Zeusin, you are going to become the Order. Get that going on in just a second. And Madsen, like, you need a beer. So Fishpick will finish tending himself. You go get yourself, like, a beer. As far as colony wealth goes... So here is the full accurate measure of, like, burning the corpses and stuff. So we went from 43k down to 32k. So we dropped about 11k's worth of wealth. Some of that might actually be as a result of the double bed being damaged, interestingly, because it's a legendary one. But I'm not going to stop it from being repaired. I'm going to repair it anyway. Bed got lucky? It sure did. It sure did. Oh, that shouldn't be powered. That's on the wrong... Thank you for noticing. Because that cable is now connected there. I see the problem. And I'll work to fix it. I'll just flick it off for now. Our batteries were low. Alright, hopefully I get a break so that I can make some progress adding steel to the colony, but the game's kind of laughing at me every time I think that. Certainty is pretty low, 6% certainty and 6 resistance, or 5.7. So we're closing in on adding even more members and more manpower, and that should help with productivity, I think. I'm going to add a new shelf. Let's put it here. And this is going to be for clothing that is 100%. Just so that I can see it at a distance. Been pretty hard to try to get ahead of our fuel needs. Every time I think we're getting ahead, I get like besieged. Just really, really hard to make progress. One of the other issues that we're facing now is it's getting pretty cold in the season again, which means without at least one heater up here heating one of these areas, traveling up there is a bit of a hypothermic risk. So I will want to get another heater up that way. I just see that I have, like, no steel. So it really is quite the bottleneck. Alright. Let's do the role change. Zeusin. Yeah, it's too cold in the room. Got it. I probably don't need 2 heaters in the prisoner room anymore. They, I'm gonna guess, are gonna be warm enough with just the one. So once the room heats up a little bit, I'll do the order role change. And all the deadfall traps are rebuilt. We did use up a considerable amount of our slate, but it's pretty good use of slate, I think. Alright, I believe it's warm enough in here now, so... there we go. The Stalwarts are having a little ceremony for themselves. Oh, are you... How stupid are you? My brain hurts. He's so stupid. He wasn't even walking on it. He was uninstalling it. Failed. It triggered on him. And he nearly died. Oh my god. I don't think in the thousands of hours I have in this game, I've ever seen that happen. Like, going to uninstall a trap, knowing that it's a trap, walking up and going, thunk. God, moron. Alright, both Dobie and Atini are now being recruited. Dobie is at 3 resistance, about to be 2 and change. No, still 3.2. And then Atini's at 9. To be recruited pretty soon, I think. Unfreaking believable. Yeah. Madsen, steel healing. So, Zuzan, I'm going to have you come up here and craft the club. So we actually have a weapon. Cheers! I'm not really sure how I feel about Pierogi trying to go for another trap, but we'll see. Okay, we have a Jade Club for our second brawler to use. Bugs are still up here. It really hasn't been cleaned up. And I have 61 steel, which is like just enough for a heater. So I'm going to get a heater placed in the coal room, I think. And start heating up the coal room so that we can start farming or start drilling for coal, and then once we have enough coal, drill for iron and start making steel again. Now it is warm enough to spoil rice in the farm. Oh, you just I don't even know. He built like 99% of the trap and was like, "All right, I fail again." And now he's binging on alcohol. We only have 2 beers left in the base, so like, okay, binge away. Also, dude, that isn't alcohol. That's insect jelly. Pierogi is an interesting fella. That's the nicest thing I can say. He's very interesting. Alright, looked like the power was kind of low, so I'm going to turn off the research stuff, conserving a bit. A Psychic Soothe. Well, that should help. Hypothetically. It looks like our rice supply is pretty good. We have just shy 800. I'm going to choose to break down these 2 mortars. We're really low on steel, and I think we're going to... that, again, was not... Oh, you're binging on ambrosia. Sorry, I misread that, I guess. I thought it was beer. Didn't it say beer? No, it didn't. Well, you still ate jelly, so I'm only half wrong. So breaking those mortars down, we'll have a little bit more steel, and the reason for that is I need steel for the power switches up here to be able to turn on and off the mining sites. And we're now up to 5 days of fuel. It's almost... yeah, it's a healthy amount. All right, and this heater is being moved up here. And its temperature settings is going to be -20 Celsius, so too cold for bugs. It's not to say that there could be a case where, of course, there's still like a fire and it triggers bugs, but it's mostly going to stop the bugs. And we're getting back into hypothermic season, which means I'm soon going to need to control the flow of where people go, so they don't get hypothermia, lose digits, or die. So I'll be doing that in just a minute, too. I'm watching you oh, okay. Hopefully we don't do any permanent damage. Also, why are they all ganging up on Zeusin? Come on, the other dude's like a brawling, tough guy. Down they go. These prisoners have been obnoxious. All the traps are now rearmed. Finally. Took forever. And I'll have Madsen tend to everybody, because he has a minor passion in medical tend, and I could definitely use a second doc. So Pierogi's hauling the heater up here, and then we'll start mining coal, maybe. I mean, big maybe because of just how everything has been going. Why is... Oh, that's not on because this isn't on. There we go. So now this is a heating station from the extremely cold winter temps. No, you really don't want to pass out there. And if these guys are using the hospital, I gotta heat that up too. Alright, this heater, I forgot about that heater. So that heater is a bit of a spare. What I could do is install it inside the walls to try to take the edge off of the ambient temperature. It's not a bad idea. Just so that the base is a little bit warmer. So set this to maybe like -20 as well. Just to try to keep the middle of the base less hypothermic tolerable. More hypothermic tolerable, I mean. Medicine's already up to 5. Sweet. The coal is ready to receive miners. And then, let's get one. Maybe what I'll do is I'll wait for the portion to finish. So wait for like Fishpick or Cardinal to finish a full portion and then move the deep drill. Starting to get coal again. Might be a good chance for Axios to use work drive as well. So here comes that portion. Done. This drill gets plopped right there. Dobie's down to resistance 0. So Dobie should be joining any minute. Atini's resistance is 2. Both of them are going to be joining real soon. I don't really have the facilities to house them, but run into that problem a bit later. Madsen's not a very good farmer yet, but I'm not going to stop him from getting more skill. So even if the harvests suck, oh well. Part of on-the-job learning. And seeing that both Zeusin and Pierogi are repairing walls, pretty good indicator that research can go turn back on. Even though it's expensive. Power-wise. Okay, Dobie is joined. So, Dobie, you are going to be unnamed for now. A Night Owl Jogger. You are a Pilgrim, so you're going to be put on a Night Owl Pilgrim schedule, just like Axios. As far as assignments go, no meds, no drugs, no reading. And then, as far as work goes, you are now the second doctor. You are not as good as fish pick as a warden, but like, not bad either. So put you on 1. You can hunt, you can grow, you can plant cut, and you'll rejoin that group for that. Cool. Let's get a raffle timer up. There it is. And you are going to be put in the same room as Pierogi, because the Pilgrims barracks together. I don't have a dedicated barracks. At some point, I'll try to make one. It's kind of like low on my immediate priority needs. But you'll barracks with Pierogi, which is only going to bother him more, but, you know, so be it. Alright, you lack a suitable weapon, but I did keep your shotgun. So one of the biocoded weapons up here is yours. Have you go don that. And you do have a flak pants and a black vest, as well as the muffler wool parka, so you're pretty well insulated, more so than most. The total volume of this room, as a result of the bug destruction, has increased, and as a result, it's harder to heat. So I'm going to fill in some of the walls with slate, trying to shrink the room down a little bit. I'd like to hit fish pick with a work drive now, but he's kind of out of the way now. There we go. We're starting to get coal. Getting chunks of coal. And then once we have, I don't know, like let's say 100 or so coal, I'll move it over to the iron. We'll have one driller continually getting wood and one driller getting coal or iron, depending on what we need most. Colony wealth. It's jumped back a little bit as a result of the added buildings, but I'm keeping a closer eye on it. It's being managed. So I have more like smoke leaf joints and gojus than I probably need immediately, but we're not overly wealthy like we were before with a bunch of unnecessary stuff added. And the other unnamed is now resistance broken. With that in mind, let's move the other bed up. So you, unnamed, will go grab that bed. Cool. Yeah, the heater here really isn't keeping the edge off. So what I'll do is I'll close the doors. It's going to slow down moving around, but negative 55 is just too cold out here for a deep driller to survive well enough. The same could probably be said of the door here. And there we go. That is the last one. You're also going to be unnamed. So you have 2 raffles. Now, the second unnamed that just joined is a Stalwart, but I do not have a sufficient bedroom for them. So as far as their work goes, you're going to be a shooter, crafter, social. And I might actually put you on like mining or something like that. I'll have to consider it. See what role you can take. What you could do, actually, is just sleep in here. Where... yeah. Done. Okay, giveaway. Giveaway first for the Pilgrim unnamed. Going to JD. And the second one to Wishbringer. Congrats. Your name is Goki Hockey? Wow, I like that name. That's a fun name. And let's hope that that both of you are productive members of our society. I must say, our population count has significantly changed as of recently. And you just need a normal schedule, so there we go. Yep, that looks right. So yeah, it's definitely warmer. It's definitely going to warm up now. Oh, dear Lord, could you... just stop failing at everything, Pierogi? I know you don't really have all your fingers, but, like, come on now. Your manipulation is still almost 80%. Not nothing. I don't really want anyone resting in the hospital because I'm not powering up the hospital for power reasons. I'm going to keep Zeusin out of there. Oh my god, I just can't. Bugs, leave me alone. Alright, well, I do have a lot of people, so let's use people to our advantage. Gonna leave this door open. Pierogi's gonna run by, which is a little sketchy. They saw me take the jelly? I know. They were jelly of the jelly. And I want to bottleneck them here so that I have a 3 versus 1 shooter advantage. Wish, because you have better armor than the others. We'll have you take position. And what I'm hoping is they don't do too much damage, because I'm really low on steel and can't really afford to be constantly replacing our stuff. Did you just wing... Oh no, this is an old wound. Okay. Usually when you start actually fighting them, they stop destroying stuff and start attacking. That seems to have happened. So, are we... No, we still have a scarab. So yeah, just for clarity's sake, 2 deep infestation is unavoidable. It's not temperature-based. So there was nothing I could have done to avoid that. It is somewhat driven off of the skill of the miner, but since it was Fishpick that did it at mining 14, it wasn't like I could have done better. He has the highest mining skill. So, just something that happens that we really can't control. Now, let's close those doors. And at least that's over. Alright, Pierogi, because you've been destroying so much of the stuff that we've been trying to build, I'm going to have you do a lot of cleanup. So something I could do is use these glow pods as, like, useful light sources, but because they're not going to stick around for very long, I'm not going to bother, like, trying to lay them out perfectly. Wait, what was that book? Terrorist what? Hold on. Terrorist near the settlement? I feel like that's a threat. And the fundamentals of artillery? Yeah, I feel like I'm being threatened by books. Just low-key, someone wants me dead. So even more tidy up, clean up, and repair around the drill site. We are up to 75, 75 coal, so pretty soon... Oops, sorry, Axios. Pretty soon, we'll move it over to the iron and start getting iron from the iron site. I also think that we are probably going to be restricted to close. So I'm going to change the zones here. Close is going to include up this way, because there's a source of heat. It's probably misnamed now. It shouldn't be called close. It should be called like temperature something. I don't know. But yeah, close is fine. So we're restricting our access to the map because of ambient temperature, because it's now negative 80 Celsius. Just about. Pretty reasonable to be like, yeah, don't go wandering, you'll die. So filling in these walls is just to lower the total volume in these rooms so they're easier to heat. The hallway doesn't really matter that much, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'll probably have Axios hit Fishpick with a work drive. Trying to get more work out of him. I still have coal going to the shelves in the Ark. True. That could just go straight to the smelter at this point. Alright, we'll say this is good enough. Once this portion of coal is pulled, I'll move the drill over for the iron. Start to get steel again. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Frostwardens.